Hi, I'm Michael Killen. This great state of California has created significant opportunities for homeowners to increase the value of their home, reduce energy cost, and to obtain other benefits. Related to this new program from the state are opportunities for building contractors, suppliers of building materials. In this segment of the program, I'm going to ask two guests. One is the head of sustainability for the County of Santa Clara, California, and the other is a consultant who works with contractors. I'm going to ask them a series of questions to understand these new opportunities that exist for homeowners and other organizations. My first guest is Charlene Carlson. Charlene, how are you today?
I'm doing really great today, Michael. Glad to be here.
Good, and thank you for being here. You heard the introduction.
I did.
And you know what I'm alluding to.
Yes.
What is the name of this new program that the state of California is giving us?
The program's name is Energy Upgrade California.
Yes.
And?
and tell me, who's behind this who in the state of California is behind it, and what other organizations are part of it?
Well, Michael, this is a really a unique thing in California. It's an unprecedented collaboration between the California Energy Commission, the California Public Utilities Commission, local governments, nonprofits, contractor organizations, a number of groups across the state, and the utility companies as well, who are kicking in rebates for this program. So it's an unprecedented statewide collaboration.
Unprecedented because so many powerful organizations
are collaborating and pooling resources to make this happen.
And is this just in Santa Clara County?
No, this is across the entire state. We're certainly doing a deal of marketing here in Santa Clara County, but it's called Energy Upgrade California, and it's available to every resident in California.
Well, you know, I've heard of a lot of rebate programs, whatever. How about describing this program so that our viewers get a sense of what it is?
Well, first of all, the program is basically looking at encouraging homeowners to do energy efficiency upgrades on their homes. And for that, there are some rebates available. There are two packages. There's called a basic package and an advanced package.
All right, tell me about the basic one.
The basic package is a number of things. Basically, it's a whole house approach. And the idea is that you seal the envelope around your home to prevent leaks. So you stop your home from leaking from doing things like insulating your attic, wrapping your pipes, making sure that windows are not leaking, things of that nature. And that has been shown to save 10% of energy use in homes, and for that you can get a $1,000 rebate.
So if I'm spending $100 a month on my utility bill, and if I call you folks or somehow or another find a way to get to you folks, then you send somebody out and they perform an energy audit, and they tell me how it works.
Well, actually, there is wonderful. One of the greatest parts of this program is that there's a new statewide website that is envisioned to be a one-stop shop for information for all kinds of things. There's information on the benefits of doing home energy efficiency work. There's information on contractors who are participating contractors that are certified to do this type of work.
This is for basic one we're talking about.
This is for basic and for advanced.
All right.
You can find information on if the first thing you would want to do is to check out the website, energyupgradeca.org. From that, you can get a contractor in your area who can come and do the work for you. And if the work is done by a participating contractor, then you're eligible for the rebate.
So on this basic one, I can go to if I'm interested, or think I'm interested, I can go to this website, and would you be kind to state it again, what the website is?
The website is energyupgradeca.org.
Energy
Upgrade C or California CA.org.
Okay, and there it describes what the basic package is?
It does describe what the basic package is. It does describe what the advanced package is. It's really a cool website. You can put in your zip code and find out every rebate having to do with energy efficiency or tax credit that's available to you. And you can also find someone in your area who can do the work. You know, when you put in Santa Clara County, it'll tell you the people who can do the work in Santa Clara County, who contractors who are participating who actually work in this county.
So for basic one, I find a contractor and the person comes out, and then what do?
They do some what is called basic envelope work. They check out your house. They will insulate your attic. They'll wrap your pipes. They'll give you low flow shower heads if you don't have that. Basic all sealing around it. And at the end of that, do a combustion safety test, because you don't want to seal your house up too tight and maybe have gases leaking out of appliances that could cause health problems. So it's basically that type of envelope sealing work and a combustion safety test at the end.
This seems to be a new approach to reducing or trying to at least maintain the use of energy in this state. Am I correct?
It is a new approach, yes, that is true. I mean, certainly people have been advocating for energy efficiency for quite a while, but this is really a way to try to reduce energy usage. And when you think about it, when you don't use as much energy, you don't have to make as much energy. So you're saving the environment in the process of that.
So this is a new type of plan that does not focus on, let's say, installing solar, wind, or something else. It just focuses, for basic one, on trying to help us stop wasting energy through leaks and other things. Is that it?
That's the basics of it. Maybe I can show you, Michael, a little T-shirt that we've been using in our campaign. And in Santa Clara County, we're saying, is your home leaking money? Because that's kind of the idea. You know, if you think about it, of a house, you can see dollar signs going out through the roof, going out through the windows, going out through the floor. A lot of places where there's a leak. And you're not only leaking energy out, but you're also leaking money in the process.
Sure.
So we're going to stop the leakage of energy and the leakage of money and reduce the energy usage in excess of that.
Before we go to basic two, or the next,
Advanced,
the more
yeah.
advanced, just tell me, what does this do for my property value?
We are really hoping that the property values will increase, because I think homeowners, if I am a homeowner in Palo Alto, if I'm buying a home, it's going to matter to me not just what my purchase price is, but what's it going to cost me to maintain that home over time. And if you have a more energy efficient home and it costs you less to maintain it, then that has an added value and it's a more desirable home.
But, you know, today, people hardly even know how much they're paying for their electricity. I mean, what's the big deal today? What about tomorrow?
Well, I won't say that people don't know what they're paying for their electricity. I think today people are having pretty tough times in this economy.
Yes.
And utility bills can be one of the very high bills that people have.
Sure.
So I'm not sure that I really agree with what about that. But
Okay. All right, energy costs are going to
energy costs are going to absolutely go up.
Right.
Yes, they have not. I mean, as I said, I live in Palo Alto. Our costs have continued to go up over the years. So I don't see that that's going to go down. And so it's a way also to even if you're not dramatically saving, which I believe you will, you're not having your costs raise over time.
Yeah. And I just want to agree with you. We just bought a new house, and before we bought it, we checked the records to get an idea how much the energy costs were going to be. And also the people who were buying our house wanted to know. And needless to say, tomorrow, as the energy costs continue to go up and up and up, and they just may increase significantly, low energy costs per month, per year will become a factor in the value of our home. I'd just like to just ask you now to go to your more advanced program. Tell me about the characteristics of the more advanced program.
Okay, well, the more advanced program, basically, once again, it's a whole house approach. So you're starting with a basic package to seal the home. And then you can add whatever else you might want, depending on the home, whatever you need. If you're not leaking as much energy and money, you won't have to have as large of a furnace. You won't have to have as large of an air conditioner. So some people are putting in new types of furnaces and air conditioning units that are more energy efficient and smaller. You might decide that you're going to add windows, double paned windows, so that energy is not leaking out through that. You might decide new types of roofing. It really depends on the home, and it's up to the homeowner. So it's individualized package that they can design, and the rebates associated with that, which by the way are in our area are coming from the utility Pacific Gas and Electric. Those rebates, in that package, you do an energy assessment before the work is done and an energy assessment after the work is done. So you have a baseline, and then you can see what the improvements will be. So if you save, you can get up to $4,000 as a rebate if you save 40% on your energy. If you save 15%, you get $1,500. The basic package, as you remember, assumed 10%, and that was $1,000. So it's kind of a graduated thing on your energy savings.
Okay, that's interesting. And let's see, when my wife and I just bought a new house, we had contractors come in and put insulation in, a new furnace, air conditioning, double pane windows.
Right.
We paid them the money, we were happy, but I have no idea if there's any leaks in the ducts or anywhere else, or any of this stuff is really working properly. So anyway, with your program, this new advanced program, all I have to do is go out and call any contractor and have them come in and do a bunch of work.
Well, no, that's actually not the case.
What
you would do, you would go to the website and look for a participating contractor. And then these folks have been through certification programs, either for the Building Performance Institute, but basically is what they've gone. And they also have gone through PG&E participation workshops so that they know what is expected. So these folks are experts. It's in the field. They will do the what they call the test in and also the test out. So you will know what you're saving. Oh. So you're looking for energy. You're using contractors that are specially trained to do the work. Good. And who are able to demonstrate for you what the savings actually are before the work and after the work is done. So you get that information, which is valuable for a homeowner to know. Certainly over time, you're going to look at your bills and see if things are going down, but this is important information.
Okay, you brought up a couple of good, but would you remind us, what is the name of this California-wide program?
The name of the California-wide program is Energy Upgrade California, and the one-stop shop website is energyupgradeca.org.
And am I correct, did you say this group of organizations that are part of they go through classes and whatever, and they meet certain requirements, and then you list them actually on the website by zip code. So if I need to find a contractor that I know knows what they're doing, mm-hmm. I go there and I can get it, and also they're sort of endorsed, certainly, by the state, which is quite good. And I guess they know how to help me get the rebates, or do they?
They do, and not only do they know how, this is part of what they learn as becoming participating contractors. They can apply for the they are the ones who actually apply for the rebates for the homeowners.
That is wonderful, because the paperwork was so great for my wife, because I don't do those kind of things. Mm-hmm. She never applied for all the rebates, and it was so confusing, and she had to go on to other things in life. So that's wonderful. So the contractor tests the system.
That's the system.
And then
in and out, before and after.
Okay, that is wonderful.
And then we'll also apply for the rebate. I mean, the goal of this it is a big collaboration, and you can imagine how complex it really is to get multiple folks to work together. But behind the scenes, it's very complex, but the goal is in the front for the consumer that it's a simpler process, that you have sort of a credibility of the program. You get the participating contractor, and that contractor can walk you through the steps, do the work, and help you get the money back at the end of it.
Okay, what is the biggest challenge? We'll just go to one, and I know it's a multi-component and you got to deal with all the challenge. What's the number one challenge in making your program a success?
The number one challenge right now is really driving consumer demand, creating the demand for this. Certainly letting consumers know that there is the Energy Upgrade California program, but making sure that they understand the benefits of energy efficiency work and the steps that they need to go through to get the work done. So many people they're just not aware, and they don't. We're trying to educate the public, but it's beyond educating them. It's actually motivating them to take the steps necessary.
Okay, and so the consumers have to learn. They'll increase the value.
It'll increase the value of their homes.
They'll reduce their costs.
Right.
They'll have a more comfortable place, maybe even a more healthy place, I guess. Okay.
Right, healthy. It's the comfort, health, reducing energy use, saving money, and in the process of that, creating jobs for the workforce that will be for the contractors.
All right. Now, I'm just going to guess at what another of the great challenges this program faces, and that is to develop a cadre of qualified participating contractors.
That's right.
And my other guest is Rick Rowe, and you are a program manager, but you can correct me, at Ecology Action, which apparently Ecology Action is a Santa Cruz, California-based organization.
That's correct, Mark.
That has received a grant to help develop, among other things, contractors, help motivate them, help get them trained maybe. But you're focused on Santa Clara County. And how about telling us what you do with the contractors, especially in the Santa Clara County?
Right. Well, I'm personally working in Santa Clara County with Charlene. Ecology Action is working on a team with a group of contractors, quite a big team, which is actually headed by the local government commission out of Sacramento. We're doing the day-to-day administration, plus a lot of marketing and outreach, and we're working across the whole state. And we've got teams of people that are working in different counties. I happen to be working in Santa Clara County.
So when you say you're working in Santa Clara County with the building contractors, what specifically are you doing with them?
Well, I'm actually doing marketing and outreach both with contractors and with homeowners as well.
Both?
But with contractors, we are trying to make the contractors who aren't aware of the Energy Upgrade California opportunity aware of it, so that they will participate.
How do you make contractors that are not aware of this program?
Well, we're going out there to meet with groups of contractors to tell them about the program and the opportunity. And of course, the opportunity depends on building the demand, as Charlene was talking about, in the customer base.
Okay, so that's the other side of the coin is you have to tell them that there are activities, energy, resources being expended to build demand, and that soon this opportunity will continue to open up for the contractors. But how are the contractors receiving this opportunity?
Well, it varies. The opportunity is really only available to the ones who are capable of perceiving a house as a whole system, the ones who pick up on the requirement to see it that way. Just to give you a simple example, if you put insulation in a house, and there's a lot of contractors who do insulation as a single service, you will make the attic a lot cooler, for example, which could cause moisture problems in the attic. So you also need an air barrier. And if you do that, it creates other changes in the house. So to do the job properly, you need to look at the house as a whole system. And you need special training from groups like the Building Performance Institute, who actually issue the building analyst certification that Charlene was mentioning before.
So are you sort of implying that a contractor that specializes in insulation is probably a small contractor, or it could be a gigantic contractor, but the main function is insulation? And so that's sort of a one function, one silo.
Mm-hmm.
But the kind of contractors that can really rise up and seize this opportunity are more than insulators. They may also be heating, air conditioning, and ventilation. They may be windows, and they have a much broader capability, and therefore they have the intellectual and the human resources to view the whole house.
Or they need to be able to work with their colleagues in other companies to work on the house as a whole.
Oh, okay. So contractors who are, concentrating in one or two different functions, they still can play in this field.
Oh, absolutely. But what we're trying to avoid is, for example, if someone has a cold house, they're discomforted by the coldness. If people self-diagnose what's wrong with their house, they call in a heating, ventilation, air conditioning contractor. Well, that person their service is putting in a bigger furnace. They won't look to see whether there's insulation in the walls. So the owner can end up with an oversized furnace and no insulation, and that's what we want to avoid. We want the homeowner to get the lowest cost solution that's an overall solution.
Okay. Although I'm not allowed to use a hammer, a screwdriver, any kind of equipment in my house because of past disasters that I have caused, but if I'm a contractor and I'm now interested in seeing if I can participate in this new business opportunity, where do I go? Where do I go to get more information and get the process started of possibly getting trained? And
right, there's a link, there's information for the contractor on the website that Charlene mentioned, energyupgradeca.org. That'll take them across to the California Building Performance Contractors Association, where it has the detailed steps. And the first step is the contractor qualified to do this. Then we'll direct them to a workshop, a participation workshop, then to get trained in this certification we've mentioned, and then finally to apply to be a participating contractor.
It's going to cost me money?
It's probably less than a lot of contractors think to get the certification from the Building Performance Institute.
Let's assume I have 20 people working for me, okay?
Right.
I'm the head. Do I have to go to a training program, and also how many days is a training program?
Oh, to make it clear, we only need one person in a participating contractor company, not the whole 20. You only need one who's trained to the Building Performance Institute building analyst standards.
Go ahead.
The training varies, several weeks training probably involved.
Several weeks?
Yeah.
I mean, out of office?
Yes, but it's opening quite a lot of opportunities for that contracting firm, we believe, in the expansion of this kind of work.
And let's say I'm a contractor in Santa Clara County or
Right.
near there. Where do I go for the training physically? Is it?
Oh, the Building Performance Institute has got affiliate organizations that train all over the Bay Area, so it shouldn't involve a particularly long trip to get to one of these affiliates.
If I sign up one of my men or women to go to this, is there out-of-pocket costs?
Well, there is, and there's also going to be, part of the package is going to be assistance with scholarships and so forth with the training. So if they look at the site, they'll find ways of saving money on getting trained.
Okay, and once they get trained, they have to pass a test?
Yes, absolutely. The Building Performance Institute has both a written and a field test. I think it's very important when you select a contractor to do this kind of work, and whether you're in our program or not, to realize that you need a competent person to avoid safety risks.
Okay, so let me just ask, I'd like to go back to the contractor who did work on our house, who I don't think has the foggiest idea of this program, and I'm not even sure, they're very good if they can envision the whole house. So I sign up for the basic one program, and I get an evaluation of what's needed, and I know it's needed. I give the document to my own non-participating contractor, and he goes and does the work, and then he figures out how to get the rebates. Is that how it works? And we don't have much more time left. We have 2 minutes left.
Yeah,
so
pretty much that's how it works. You just follow the 4 simple steps on the website.
yeah, but my contractor who does the work is not a participating one.
Oh, sorry, he will not be able to get a rebate. It has to be a participating contractor.
Oh, that's wonderful. So now I'm not a contractor, but I'm a homeowner,
Right.
and I am very concerned with increasing the value of my home. My wife is concerned with the money and the health, and I'm concerned with the comfort. So what is the name of that website again?
The website is energyupgradeca.org.
Okay, so I go there, I put my zip code in, and up comes, and I can indicate whether I'm interested in basic service program or the more advanced. Up will come the names of some contractors in my area or service my area. I then call them. One of them comes in, and I'm sure I have to pay him a few $100s probably to do an evaluation.
Right.
Right.
It's like consulting a doctor. If you've got some symptoms that, and you've listed a lot of symptoms that people have in their houses, you go to a doctor with a set of symptoms. He does the analysis, and then he does the, the remediation of your problem.
I love your program, and I think everybody should take advantage of it. You've been both wonderful guests. Hi, I'm Michael Killen, and my guest was Charlene Carlson, the head of sustainability of the County of Santa Clara, and Rick Rowe. And if you have one comment you'd like to make, would you make it right now?
Well,
My comment would be, it's time for an energy upgrade. Take advantage of this wonderful new program. EnergyUpgradeCA.org will give you all the information you need.
Yes. And, it's clear to me this is different than any other kind of rebate program
It is.
the state has ever offered. And we ought to take advantage of it. Thank you. I'm Michael Killen. You two, I thought, were excellent. And I think a couple of times I got myself in a little... But